Hey everybody, it's Hylian Alchemist, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario 64. In the last episode, we have visited Womp's Fortress and got about 3 power stars from there, such as defeating the Womp King and all the other cool stuff. In this episode, we are going to find one more star, and yes, like I said before, we do need 10 stars for that one cap power-up that is needed for the next star in Bob-Omb Battlefield. Okay, see, we got 9 stars now, and we just need one more, so we're gonna do that. Probably should have gotten that in the last episode, but I wasn't quite sure if I had enough time for that, but yeah, maybe I kind of thought it would probably be a good idea to save for the next episode, but anyhow, we go in this little cubby here. We have a 1-up mushroom that disappears quickly for some reason, and once we go into this little cubby, right up here, so we enter it. Oh my god, it's another secret course. And listen to this music here. Just take a moment to listen to this music. You hear how peaceful this music is? Oh, that's basically the underwater theme for this game. Like all the other Mario games have underwater themes of their own, but this one right here, this one is just, oh man, it's so good. It's such a great underwater theme for this game. It's probably the best one out there. I mean, the other underwater themes in other Mario games are pretty good themselves, but this one, it's just, oh my god. It's so peaceful. It is actually the same music for course number 3, which is actually, it's actually in the room that we were in just now, where that painting was. That would be course 3. But we haven't gotten to there yet because we're not quite ready to tackle that yet, but oh man, this music though, this music, I'm so touched by the peacefulness of this music. It's so touching. But anyway, all you have to do is just collect all these A-Red coins while you're swimming underwater. Which, of course, I haven't really explained all the controls for swimming because I was just so busy gushing over the music. You know, I just can't help it. Who can blame me? It's really great. Alright, so we now have 10 power stars, and now we have that kind of achievement. We can now go to this little course here, and what do we have here? We have the flight. The flying cap, actually. And yeah, just to explain the controls here, just, you know, tilting the analog stick. You just push it down, then Mario can go up, and push the analog stick up, then you can take a little nosedive. Here's one thing about it, though. The controls for the wing cap actually kind of sucks. They can be pretty clunky and kind of, well, you know what I mean. They're pretty clunky. So it kind of takes some getting used to when you're using the wing cap. That's what it's called here. And here's something that I didn't even realize. Like, I thought that once I collected this power star, then it would still let me go to this course, but no. Well, I would actually stay in this course after getting that power star, but no, I was actually, they made me exit this course here. And so I had to go back and just so I can go ahead and hit that switch there. So once you get that red switch, then all these red blocks, they'll become solid. Like, you saw that red block before when we were in Bob-Omb Battlefield. We couldn't do anything about it because it wasn't solid. But now that we hit the switch, all those red blocks are solid, and now we can have access to the wing caps, which allows Mario to glide. And with that, we can finally be able to do this mission, which is Mario Wings to the Sky. Again, you don't have to have the wing cap for this one. It isn't actually required per se. But I recommend you go ahead and just use the wing cap for that anyway, or just unlock the wing cap because it's going to be made easier that way. If you did not unlock the wing cap, if you're going to do this mission without the wing cap, then your best bet is just use a cannon. So that's pretty much the reason why I would recommend just wait until you unlock the wing cap. There are actually 3 caps in total in this game. This is actually the first of the 3. The other 2, we'll get to that later on. What I'm actually doing here right now is that, remember when I was talking about the 100 coin mission? And, like, I was gonna do that before, but apparently it would also involve me having to having to get those coins up in the air, which would be much of a pain to do so. So I decided to wait till I do this mission, and I would just get the wing cap. That way there I can just be able to go ahead and do the 100 coin mission with ease. So I think I should just go ahead and, like, I haven't actually explained what those coins are for. Like, there are about, like, 3 coins that come in different colors. Like, you know, there's the yellow coins, the red coins, the blue coins. Yellow coins, naturally, like all other Mario games, they are worth 1 coin. Red coins are worth 2, and the blue coins are worth 5. And of course, like I was saying, like, once you collect every 100 coins in each of the courses, then you'll be rewarded the Power Star. Here's a few of the main problems about the coins, though. Like I mentioned before, if you screw up, or, like, you know, if you actually die in a course, then you're booted out of the painting, and you have to redo the whole collectathon all over again. And like I said, like, I know there are people that are not really much of a fan of collectathons, but I grew up with them, so I really don't mind collectathons at all. What I do mind, though, is that I would have to recollect all those collectibles all over again. Like, if I were to screw up, then I'm forced to having to do the whole thing all over again. That's what really irritates me about them. So yeah, you really want to be careful with that. And here's another problem about them. After you collect all 100 coins, the star will actually appear right above Mario's head. Like, it's not like the other missions where the stars have their own specific spot. Like, once you complete a mission of some sorts, or, like, you know, a star would appear and they appear in their own spot. The 100 coin challenge isn't exactly like that, because the stars would appear on top of Mario's head, or right above Mario's head, after you collect 100 coins. So, just make sure that you don't collect the last coin in one of the worst spots to collect. Because if you do so, then the star would appear right where it would be really impossible to reach. So make sure you don't do that, because it can get really frustrating. It really does. That's why... That's just the reason why I'm not much of a fan of the 100 coin missions. I mean, like I said, they're not that bad, at least in the first few levels, but later on they get... I would really look forward to those. Don't you? I'm looking forward to those. It's gonna be fun. Alright, so after collecting all those 5 special coins in those coin rings by flying through, or soaring through the sky, then this star will appear. But we're not gonna get that yet because we're still doing the 100 coin mission. For this course only, I'm actually not going to be cutting off the entire part where I collect 100 coins, because, you know, I thought I would probably just show off what it'd be like to collect 100 coins, at least in one particular course, but after this one, then I'm just going to edit all the parts that were, where I do the 100 coin collectathon. All the rest of those are going to be cut off, so that way they can just save time, but... Again, I just like to show off what it would look like. It does actually require you going everywhere around the course, like all around it, to search for those coins. And like I was saying before, Banjo-Kazooie had a kind of similar problem with, you know, with you dying and having to recollect the all the music notes again. And it's something that Banjo-Tooie actually fixed, so I'm actually glad about that. I know that Donkey Kong 64 gets a lot of flack for being a giant collectathon, like, you know, like the tons of amount of collectibles that the game has, and, you know, I can see how it is. I mean, sure, it's a huge game. It has, like, lots and lots of collectibles, and, you know, just going all around the level with all 5 of the characters, but think about it this way. If you do screw up in that game, like, if you actually die, at least you don't have to collect everything all over again. At least they're all permanent collectibles. So, really, it's not very much of a big deal. Besides, I actually do like Donkey Kong 64. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for that. You're probably gonna go like, yeah, this game sucks. Why do you even like it? It's too much. Ugh. Yes, guys, I know. I know. If you're not much of a fan of collectibles, I get that, and I get that you probably don't really like the game because, well, it does have a lot of collectibles. I can see that, but as a guy who actually did grow up with collectathons, and even Donkey Kong 64, then I really don't mind. I mean, I kind of don't mind the huge amount of collectibles there is. I mean, sure, the game does have some flaws, but I still really enjoy it to this day. I still do love DK64. So, but again, at least the game doesn't punish you that way, like this game and Banjo-Kazooie does. Well, when it comes to coins and music notes, respectively. Because, you know, despite this being a huge collectathon game, at least you won't have to do everything all over again. I mean, just, you know, having to, you know, screwing up and then just having to collect everything all over again. So at least it doesn't have that. So, I mean, I think those people kind of ignore that aspect. I don't know why, they kind of do, but there we have it. We just now collected all 100 of the coins, and that right now we have that power star for it. And now the star for the mission we were doing is now ours. But yeah, again, I'm just stating my kind of view of those kind of games. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with liking or disliking something, just as long as you're not a total jerk about it. God, I hate those people with an absolute passion. So anyway, here's the last mission for Bob-Omb Battlefield, and that is behind Chain Chomp's gate, and it's quite simple, actually. Of course, you have Chain Chomp to deal with, and yes, he is actually one of the few things of this game that scare the living crap out of children playing this game. Yes, myself included. Yeah, that Chain Chomp right there, like, you know, he'll come charging at you like that. And yeah, he's one of the subjects of this game that scares a lot of kids. Yeah, even despite how colorful this game is, it does have some kind of stuff that really scare the crap out of me, but I'll get more into that later on. So quite simply, just pound on that steak, and then Chain Chomp will finally be free. He can go do whatever he wants, probably scare even more children, and just, you know, cry to their moms, and just not want to play this game ever again, and suffer with all their nightmares. Okay, yeah, I know, I've suffered through that as well. Well, except for the crying for my mother part. No, I mean, I stayed away from the game for a bit, but I eventually got back to it, but I was still scared a lot. Chain Chomp is one of them, but there are actually a couple other things that we'll be getting to that scared a lot of other children, myself included, because this game does have those kind of aspects, just by how lighthearted this game is. It's kind of weird like that, I know, but anyway, so in the next episode, we're going to be tackling Womp's Fortress again, or actually finishing Womp's Fortress, and maybe some other things. So, until then, see you guys later.